Hi there, Game Changer here. A little bit about peacemakers and things like that. I mean, admittedly, I'm probably using um, slightly higher power gear, but that's the privilege I've got. Been obviously playing the game a little bit longer, but this technique will work with uh, lower level players, but also with lower level equipment. You can see this guy's a 69. It's a PvP battle. I've got no boosts. Is gonna be difficult to take air. Normally, I would take the F-35 and get rid of the peacemakers that way, but the heavy flak and also the SAM and various other flak in there and machine guns is going to make that 9 impossible. However, he has miscalculated in my opinion, because if I click on each peacemaker, I can check its range, and is not supported by anything other than a SAM. So if I place my tank roughly about where that little tree is there, for example, or maybe slightly further forward, the two peacemakers will lock onto the tank, and then if I then plant my Mantis to the side of the tank, that will obviously shoot down the salvo rounds. Meanwhile, I can then deploy my two sets of HIMARS either side of the tank and specifically aim at the peacemakers. So I'll run that through. So obviously, yes, I'm taking damage, but once those peacemakers are gone, then basically I'm in the clear, so I can then start to withdraw. Always worth withdrawing in certain attacks, because there's nothing worse than rushing forward and then miscalculating. Sometimes it's best to withdraw, get their troops and vehicles to come towards you, and then you can dispatch them relatively comfortable. You don't want to be putting yourself under massive pressure. If I'd have been engaging and those helicopters that had come at us, I'd have probably been in all sorts of bother. You can see the Panzer there pulling backwards, so that obviously keeps it out of the range, brings the helicopter forward. These tanks are coming along here, so I'm going to bring my tank to meet them shortly. And then I can move my lighter vehicle out of the way. And then dispatch. Again, just trying to keep the HIMARS out of the way of the tank where possible. So in come obviously the helicopters there. They'll get picked up again by the Panzer. Fantastic air defence is a Panzer. Okay, I thought that was it, but there's more tanks coming. So again, engage with my tank. That will get the tanks to pause and stop long enough for me to then engage with, say, the M270s or similar. So we have taken quite a bit of damage, but let's be fair, this is a 69, and it is obviously unsupported, no fobs or anything like that. Now you can see those little raptors there cause all sorts of bother. So basically, not raptors, sorry, the Avengers, they do cause issues. So we're sending in obviously the Panzer to be our anti-air support, and then we can start to take out the heavy. And that enables us then to start using air support, but obviously he's still got a few flak. Now obviously using what you've got, you tend to find that HIMARS do outrange most of the guns. Certainly outranges the railgun, so will an M270 from memory, so they should be easy to pick off. But obviously when you do get a chance to get a HIMARS, lap them up, because the range is very, very good. And you just got to work these out, that just to make sure that you're staying away from that machine gun on the left, keeping out of range of that. Now this is where you got to be careful, because when you're turning a vehicle around, sometimes it can strafe a little bit. So obviously, be prepared to back them back out again, and then readjust. Now, if I was in danger of that machine gun, I could have had the tank in there absorbing. But I'm sending down the Mantis to engage with the salvo there, and it is obviously a very powerful salvo. So I mean, I will shoot down a lot of the round, but do expect it to get through. But ultimately, the repair costs of a Mantis is lower than most other vehicles, so it's well worth taking a hit from one of those. And then we can run that to its conclusion. You notice I'm right down to the wire on this. I mean, it's like literally using every single second. It's having the chance to, you know, be mindful of, you know, how much time you've got and using as much of it you can to get the job done.